Hey guys, today I'll be talking about household debt in South Korea. Most recently, South Korea has been advancing in the economy. Not only do they have corporations that lead the society of technology, but they came back from such high financial debt to create the 13th strongest economy in the world. Although South Korea has positively progressed throughout its economic history, its citizens still face debt. What is household debt? Household debt is a category that refers to mortgage loans, student loans, and other types of debt that are related to the personal debt such as insurance. Now, why is household debt such a huge problem in South Korea? The main cause of household debt in South Korea is mainly because of more demanding mortgages. One of the South Korea's biggest and most populated cities, Seoul, is known to have one of the greatest and most expensive houses. Although these houses may not be the best, because of the house's locations and popularity, the house increases in price. The average cost of housing in South Korea compared to the US is about $700,000 to $430,000. South Korea's average price of a house is almost double the amount average cost in the US. This reason alone explains why most South Koreans have to pay so much of their earnings on mortgages and house payments. In 2020, more than 34% of the South Koreans' population struggled with household debt. Because household debt isn't just a single debt we can solve by paying off, people need to consider the future. Even though they pay off one statement, more will come as time passes. As mentioned before, South Korea's housing market increased in price substantially. But for the majority of South Koreans, this may be a negative because they need to spend more money on housing, which limits what they plan to spend in a month. The average income salary in South Korea is about $50,000 per year. This becomes a bigger problem in the future because of the inflation. Inflation can have both positive and negative effects on household debt. On the positive side, if a household has fixed debt rate, like a mortgage, inflation can be beneficial. This is because the real value of the debt decreases over time as the general price level rises. In other words, the household is paying back their debt with money that is less valuable than when they initially borrowed it. On the negative side, inflation can lead to higher interest rates, which can increase the cost of variable rate debt. If a household struggles with these types of debt, rising interest rates can make their debt payments more expensive. Moreover, if inflation leads to higher costs of living without a corresponding increase in income, households may find it harder to make ends meet and may need to take on more debt. However, it is important to understand that the actual impact of inflation may be different for other households because different types of debt exist. Most recently, South Korea's average price of housing was about $700,000 and the average apartment costs were about $1 million. In conclusion, South Korea's economic progress is overshadowed by the significant challenge of household debt. The challenges are due to high housing costs. Inflation's effect have beneficial and harmful attributes, which further complicates this issue. Finally, addressing household debt may be a difficult process, presenting further problems throughout the future. Because we need to consider debt types, economic conditions, and individual circumstances. Thank you guys for watching today's video, and I'll come back with some more news next time.